This is Comcast Local Edition. I'm Jack Hansen. We are on the USS Hornet here in Alameda. It's a floating museum, an aircraft carrier that participated in a number of very, very exciting projects, including picking up astronauts, including Apollo 11. Ken Winnans is here with us right now. He's the W Foundation. He's a guy who knows everything there is to know about space and interested in teaching young people about space. And Ken, you've brought some of your props.
Yes, Jack.
What are these?
These are Russian space gloves. They actually wear these when they do those spacewalks to fix the International Space Station or their former Mir station. And you know, it's really fun to watch the kids hold these things and put them on. And
I'm one of the kids.
You're one, and I am too. I mean, when I say kids, I didn't say how tall they were. They could be big or little kids.
Yeah.
But the touching is what really does it. The kids get a chance to really almost touch history.
Yeah. Do you know what I feel about putting my hand in here? It's very tight.
Yes.
I mean, everything about, I imagine, about the things you have to wear to go into space are extremely tight.
Well, imagine this. Not only are they tight, imagine that being pressurized. Because a spacesuit is nothing more, that many of them said it's a spacesuit or a spaceship made for one person. So if you can imagine pressurized where closing that glove would be a real chore, almost like one of those wrist things where you're trying to improve your wrist strength. Yeah. It can be a real chore.
It felt that way. I mean, it takes quite a bit of effort to do this. And to be able to manipulate delicate machinery and so forth with gloves like this, that's a real task.
Oh, absolutely.
The training involved in something like that.
Absolutely. I mean, first off, it's a very exhausting environment because, you know, when you're in gravity, our bodies are gravity fed. They're used to working in an environment such as Earth. Yeah. When you're up in space, suddenly just simple movements are difficult. That's why, you know, having the hand restraints on space station, special tools, all very, very important for these people completing their mission. Plus, you have a limited amount of oxygen. You have to get your mission done and finish it up before you have to go back in the ship. Which I would add is one of the reasons when they went up to fix the Hubble telescope, which was about 5 years ago, such an amazing feat. These folks were able to go out there for 3 hours at a time in that environment and fix that telescope. Was amazing.
Has the technology changed that much since the first spacewalks to going now up to the Hubble and going from there? And I imagine that you're working with Chabot, right? Partners in a lot of things with space and science and so forth. Has the technology changed that much since the 35 years ago as far as the spacewalk goes?
The function of the technology hasn't changed, but what you're going to notice is that there have been refinements. In other words, when I look at some of the original lunar tools and you look at the tools they use today, they're wider, maybe a little bit more streamlined. They might have a dual purpose. A lot of things were made with a single purpose. Now they make them where they have interchangeable parts. They can do different things. Right. But the lightness, the thing that always amazes me about the early tools, weight has always been a big issue in space flight because it costs a lot of money to lift something heavy into space, so the lighter you can make everything, the better off you are. That has not changed. That mission hasn't changed. I would add this though. If you took an Apollo spacesuit and you look at a lot of the mechanisms in it, many engineers today would say those people were way ahead of their time. I mean, they were thinking way beyond the 1960s technology.
Yeah, to think that this happened 35 years ago, for example. Tell us about the W Foundation.
Well, the W Foundation is a nonprofit corporation, and we support Chabot Space and Science Center as well as the USS Hornet. We've now begun a relationship on helping these two groups with providing them artifacts. We were able to help them get Dick Gordon at this event, or at least arrange that entree. In fact, we have some of our artifacts here today. So we're really acting to do whatever we can to make these two great institutions that much better and to have more artifacts. But in addition to that, local to Marin County, since Marin does not have much in the way of this, we will have exhibits that are not permanent exhibits, but they will usually happen either semi-annually or annually.
Like rotating exhibits?
Rotating around, which October 21st to the 24th, we're going to have an exhibit up at the Hamilton Air Force Base. So with the same idea, getting the word out to kids. That's our overall objective.
Great to see you again, Ken.
Likewise, Jack. You take care.
Comcast Local Edition on the USS Hornet. I'm Jack Hansen. Thanks for watching.